is because it's very popular and it moves a lot of merchandise. Hey everyone, Dave from Retired with Purpose, formerly known as Repairs Rule. So if you're new here, I'm Dave, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about the title of this video is the #1 retirement income idea that you need to know. So many of you that are out there and nearing retirement or are retired and you're looking for a way to make some extra income, this video is going to be for you. We're going to talk about just some simple things. The 60 plus group, many times they're not sure what they can do for extra income, and hopefully this video is going to help you out. So on this video, I'm going to share four simple ways for you to resell, which is flipping merchandise and buying, selling for profit. It's not hard at all to do as long as you know the right places to do that. Years ago, when we wanted to sell something, we would go down and take a want ad out at the newspaper and list our little gadget to try to sell it. It was very cumbersome, not easy to do. It was very time consuming, but now with the internet, it's a piece of cake. So if you prefer either working from home or getting out and flipping things in person, these ideas are going to be very easy to do, very flexible, easy to get going with, easy to start. So reselling, it helps you stay financially secure, but at the same time, it keeps your mind active and your body active, and it's just better for your health to keep moving. So I think you're going to love the excitement of the hunt. When you find these bargains and you can buy these and flip them for a good profit, it's exciting. It's just a fun thing to do. The very first item that I want to start with is Facebook Marketplace. Now, many people are on Facebook. Many people understand that Facebook Marketplace exists, but most people go on Facebook Marketplace to look to see what they can buy. They're looking for an item, but it's easy to sell on Facebook Marketplace. Look at all those listings. All those sellers out there are selling goods, flipping goods on Facebook Marketplace. The nice thing about Facebook Marketplace, it's all local. So you're meeting up with buyers. Now, where I like to meet up with buyers is at our local police station. No exceptions. If they want to buy something that I have, I send them to the municipal offices where the police station's located. They have cameras outside. I feel safe, and my buyers feel safe too. So that's a little tip for you. Set up anything that you sell that's where you meet your buyers, is at your local police department or someplace that has security cameras, just for your safety and their feeling of security too. It just makes everybody more comfortable. So not only is it local sales, so you're looking at the customer, shaking their hand, and they're looking the item over. They're deciding right there at that moment if they want it or not. So you don't have a return issue selling on Facebook Marketplace. There are no listing fees. It's free to list. There are no transaction fees, so you don't have to pay a fee when you do sell. So this is ideal for retirees that prefer dealing with local people with minimal hassle. Now, there are some hassles with Facebook Marketplace. Anybody that sells on Facebook Marketplace knows this. The main one is no-shows, or people who ask tons of questions without any intentions of buying. That is just the nature of selling on Facebook Marketplace. There's certain hassles that you're going to find on any type of a platform, and that's one of the major complaints that sellers have on Facebook Marketplace. But it's minimal. It's not a normal thing that happens to me. Maybe there's people out there that it happens to all the time, but I haven't had that experience. So another nice thing about Facebook Marketplace, since you don't have to ship and you're meeting with people, you can have big items, bigger, bulkier items. There's people that sell furniture and things on Facebook Marketplace. I don't personally sell furniture, but I know a lot of people do and tell me that it's very profitable for them to do that. That's Facebook Marketplace. The next one I want to talk about is reselling furniture or antiques. This can be really good for retirees because many retirees will have that eye for vintage or for what's antique. And again, now you can flip these things on Facebook Marketplace and another place that we're going to talk about here in just a moment. So you have an outlet for these, but let me give you a little tip. Another outlet that you can use, go to used furniture stores, brick and mortar stores. Go in, introduce yourself to the owner, tell them that this is what you do. You resell, and you're out in the field, so-called field, could be just on the internet, searching for these items. And they can give you a list of items that they're looking for, that they would like to have. And when you find those items, you can buy and then sell to that brick and mortar store. Understand, when you do that, they have to make money too. So you can't buy something for $100 and they're going to sell it for $200 and expect to sell it to them for $200. That doesn't work. They can't make any profit. So I just understand that you're getting a finder's fee. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Craigslist. And I just mentioned that's another place that you can sell furniture or any bulky items, because Craigslist, it's a local platform designed for you to meet up with people, and it's easy for you to go meet with them, shake their hands, they buy the items. Now Craigslist, as far as I know, it was very popular before Facebook Marketplace. But Craigslist is still there and it has a lot of traffic and a lot of listings on there. So it has not gone away and it can be used for another thing. And we're going to talk about that up here in just a moment. Another nice thing, again, just like Facebook Marketplace, since it's local, there's no shipping. There are fees, I believe they have listing fees on certain items like automobiles, if I remember right. They'll have like a $25 fee if you want to list your car on there or something like that. But for the most part, all those smaller items, there's not a listing fee on there, and that's on Craigslist. The number 4 item that I wanted to talk to you about, I talk about it a lot. And the reason I talk about it a lot is because it's very popular and it moves a lot of merchandise, and that's eBay. Now, some people think that you have to ship items on eBay. That's not true. You can sell locally on eBay, local pickup only in your shipping preferences. So if you have that big item, and I've had several that I want to sell on eBay, I post it on there as local pickup only. Now, if somebody is in driving distance from me and they want that item, they will come to me to get that item. The nice thing, again, when you do that, is just like on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, it's in person. So while the customer's in front of you, you can meet with them, shake their hand, they can look the item over. And what they will do is, if they've bought it, they're going to bring you a barcode with them that eBay sent them when they bought it. And once they look it over and they say, okay, they're fine with it, they're taking it, you scan that barcode with your phone. And the moment you scan that barcode, eBay deposits that money into your account. So it's very safe, very easy way to sell big items too, if they're within driving distance. Now, as mentioned on another video, I had a large item that I did not want to ship, but I did have somebody from a distance away that wanted the item. They set up a pickup, not me. I told them I'd sell it to them. They had to set up the pickup. So what they did is they had somebody else come and pick up the item with the barcode, and I scanned the barcode and I got paid. And that shipping service picked up the item right from my home and took it to the buyer. So that's another possibility. So I want to talk to you about one more thing. Here's a bonus for you. And this works great. I've done it many times, and I know people that do this. And it's thinking outside of the box, guys. Now, we've talked about, selling furniture to furniture stores, and we've talked about Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and eBay. You really need to think about this. What you need to think about is cross-platform selling. Now, what do I mean by that? That means, I'm going to give you a good example. That means when I'm selling on eBay and I have a BOLO list. If you're not sure what BOLO lists are, go look at my videos. I have several of them on BOLO lists. And basically that means be on the lookout for these items. So I go on eBay and I form my BOLO list. I know which items are hot items. I know which items have a great sell-through rate. If you don't know what sell-through rate is, go watch my videos on selling on eBay and you will find out. But you have this list, and on this list, you have a shopping list. I go to other platforms. I go to Facebook Marketplace. I go to Craigslist, and I'm looking for these items. If I find these items on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, I can go in and buy from that platform, turn right around and sell it on another platform, sell it on eBay. And it works great. So one of the things that a lot of people have, they get this negative idea about reselling. I want you to really think about reselling. Everything is reselling. If you go to Walmart and you buy an item, they did not pay retail for that item. They paid wholesale for that item and sold it to you for a profit. Same thing here. You're out and you're searching and you find this item that is popular, and you can buy that item and turn around and sell that item for a profit. There's nothing negative about that. You're getting a finder's fee for finding these things. Now, let's use an example. Let's say that you go into a yard sale, and let's say that there is a piece of furniture that you know is an expensive piece of furniture. But these folks are moving. They're leaving. They're trying to empty their house. They want rid of this item. And you look at that item or let's say that someone's passed away and they're having a yard sale and they're clearing out the house. You can buy that item, turn right around and list it over on Craigslist or on Facebook Marketplace, double, triple, quadruple your money on that item. That's the thrill of the hunt. Going out, looking, keeps your mind active. You've got your list, your shopping list. You're searching online, and then you're physically getting up, going out into your community, meeting people, shaking hands, lots of smiles, lots of laughs. So anyway, guys, if you like this type of information, please like, subscribe to the channel. Be blessed, and I'll see you on my next video.